Hi friends, in this session we will see problems related to supernode analysis. Let us see the first problem. Determine the node voltages in the circuit, right? So that's what the question is. Okay, first we must know why this is belonging to the supernode category, right? So here we have one reference node. This is the reference node. So this node is nothing but potential 0 or ground. So what are the non-reference node? Here we have one node V1, this is another node V2, and this is another node V3. So we have three non-reference nodes. So one reference node, three non-reference node, right? So we have to use nodal analysis. If voltage source lies between two non-reference node, then that pair is called supernode, right? Voltage source lies between two non-reference nodes, then that pair is called supernode, right? Here you see in between non-reference node 1 and 3 we have a voltage source, right? So this is coming under the category of, this problem is coming under the category of supernode analysis. Okay, here what we have to do, so 1 and 3, node 1 and 3 form supernode here. Fine. All right. Okay, now let us apply nodal analysis, right? So at the 1 and 3 form supernode that we will deal later. First we will deal non-supernode, right? Here we have a non-supernode V2. So at node 2 we apply nodal analysis. Okay, so at node 2 what will happen? The equation is, here you see we have three branches. So here it is, incoming current is 5 ampere, that is coming in, so minus 5, and here the outgoing is V2 minus V3 divided by 2, right? So here the potential is, node voltage is V2, here node voltage is V3, so drop I is equal to V by R, so potential difference V2 minus V3 divided by R, fine, plus here this is V2 minus V1 drop divided by resistance 2 ohm, so that is equal to 0, right? Let us assume this is equation number 1, right? Next what we have to see, we will deal with the supernode pair. In supernode pair what you have to do, let me explain that. At supernodes, right, we have supernodes at 2 and 3. So first we do normal nodal analysis. Here you see the potential is V1, here resistance is 4. So at V1 what happens, it is V1 by 4, you apply KCL, right? And here what will happen, it is V1 minus V2 divided by 2, right? I is equal to V by R, so V is V1 minus V2 divided by 2. So this is what happens here at V1, right? This will deal with this, we will deal later. Here you see at node 3 what is happening, it is V3 by 8, fine. So plus V3 by 8, then here you see this is V3 minus V2 by 2. This is V3 minus V2 by 2 is equal to 0. This is equation number 2, right? Now what we have to do, see what we did. This is non-supernode, so we applied node analysis simply. V1 and V3 form a supernode. So this branch is a supernode branch, so we will keep this out as per time being. So now we apply KCL at this node, so we have 2 branch, so I applied here. Here also at V3 we have 2 branch, so I applied KCL. Now we will bother about this one, right? This what we have to do. Here V1, here V3, this is voltage source that you draw like this. This is V1 plus minus. From here to here, one voltage source we have, that is given by minus plus 10 volt. then it is closing with V3. V3 is this is V1, this is V3, plus minus, right? Now what we have to do, here we apply KVL. Fine, here you apply KVL. So if you apply KVL, what will happen? From here you start, this is minus V1. From here it is going, current going like this, so it is minus 10, right? Here it is plus V3. So plus V3 is equal to 0. This implies V3 minus V1 is equal to 0. So in supernode, we have to apply both KVL and KCL, right? In supernode branch, you apply KCL here, sorry, KVL. Okay, so that's what we did, right? At supernodes, you apply KCL as it is. So here you apply KCL to two branches. Here we apply for this and this. We applied KCL. Non-supernode, you apply normal procedure. So in supernode branches, we have to apply KCL and KVL also. So we got three equations. We got three equations and three variable. You see V1, V2, V3. So three equations. To solve three variable, we need three equations. So we got all the three equations. Use a simple linear equation solution. If you simplify that, what you get is V1 will be equal to 10 volt, V2 is equal to 20 volt, and V3 must be 20 volt. This will be your answer, right? So this is the way we have to solve supernode problems. Let us see one more problem. Here, what is this? Okay, here we will see whether we have supernode. Yes, first we see this is reference node ground. So how many non-reference node is there? They have given already in the problem. This is node 1, node 2, node 3. So we have to check whether supernode is there or not. In between two nodes, any voltage source? Yes. Here you see plus minus there, so it is a voltage source. So node 1 and 2 form supernode. 1 and 2 form supernode. And we see whether any other voltage source between two non-reference node. You see here also we have one voltage source, 1 and 3. In between 1 and 3 we have one supernode. So 1 and 3 also form supernode. V2 is a non-supernode. So first we apply our equation for V2. V2 is non-supernode, so we can directly apply our equation. So what will happen? So here at node 2, right, it is V2 by 1. This one V2 minus V3, right? So this is V2 minus V3 by 2. Fine. Okay, so sorry. So here we have a big problem. What we have to do? Here you see 1 and 2 also form supernode, 1 and 3 also form supernode. So we don't have non-supernode, everything is supernode. So first we see 1, 2, 3, all are supernode. So at node pair 1, so whenever we have to apply supernode, what we do? First we apply KCL at individual node except supernode branch. Here at node 1, you see here we have only one branch. This is supernode branch, this is supernode branch. So here is the only point. In this branch only I apply KCL. So here it is V1 by 4. Next we go to V2. V2 is also part of supernode. So but here you see V1 and V2 form supernode branch, right? But here you see V2 by 1, it is not forming a supernode branch. So I can write V2 by 1. Next I go to V3. V3 and V1 form a supernode branch, but this is not forming a supernode branch. So it is V3 by 4, right? So next V2 is a part of what do you call supernode. So what we have to do? Okay. So here what will happen? V1 by 4, V2 by 1 plus V3 by 4 is equal to 0, right? Okay. So this is what happened at what do you call everywhere, because all the nodes are forming a supernode. 1 and 2 form a supernode. 1 and 3 form a supernode. So this one, right? So I apply this KCL first at node. Then what we have to do? We have to apply KVL at supernode branch. Let me take 1 and 2 first. So 1 and 2 I write as how I write. This is 1 V1, right? Plus minus. Here what will happen? This is going fine. This is 2I plus minus. Here V2. Fine, it is plus minus. So here I apply KVL. Okay, so when I apply KVL, what will happen? Apply KVL in this supernode branch. So it is coming, okay, it's coming like this. Fine, so it is apply KVL. So from here it is minus V1, right? And plus 2I. This is here it is encountering plus, so plus V2 is equal to 0. So what will happen? 2I plus V2 is equal to V1. Fine. So this is equation number 1. This is equation number 2. So this is one supernode branch, right? So 1 and 2. Similarly, 1 and 3 form a supernode branch. That I write as V1. Right. So okay, apply KVL at supernode 1 and 2. Right. Similarly, this equation number 2. Apply KVL at 1 and 3. This is V1 here. So plus minus, here what happens? Here it is plus 12 volt. Fine. So this is plus minus 12 volt. Here V3. So now we apply what you call KVL. What will happen? This will be minus V1 here, minus encountering minus first, minus V1. Here it is encountering plus, so plus 12 volt. This plus minus, so again it is plus V3. That is equal to 0. This implies V3 minus V1 is equal to 12 volt. So what will happen? This is equation number 3. Fine. So you see V1, V2, V3 plus I is there. So I want, I have 4 variables. So I need fourth equation. What is that? To solve 4 variable, we need 4th equation. We have only 3 equation. What is 4th equation? I. I is given here. You see I is equal to V3 by 4. This is the current flowing. I is the current flowing through this branch. So I is nothing but V by R. V is V3. R is 4. So I is equal to V3 by 4. So now I got 4th equation. Substitute I is equal to V3 by 4, right? Otherwise anywhere. So if you substitute and simplify all then everything will be in the form of V1, V2, V3. If you simplify equation 1, 2, 3, substitute 4 in 3, so 4 in 2, and this will be in terms of V1, V2, V3. If you simplify, what we get is, we get answer as V1 is equal to minus 3 volt, V2 is equal to 4.5 volt, V3 is equal to minus 15 volt, right? So in this way we have to solve the problem. Fine. Next, here find node voltage V1, V2, V3 by using supernode analysis, right? Because why it is coming under the category of supernode? You see, in between, this is reference node, ground is reference node, other nodes are non-reference. So here you see this is node 1, node 2, node 3. In between two non-reference node, we have one voltage source. Plus minus means it is voltage source. So this branch V1 and V2 form supernode branch. Okay. So now we will see. Okay, what are supernode V1 and V2? So at supernode, what will happen? At supernode V1, this is V1, so we have to apply KCL first. for individual node. Here in this branch, V1 by 4, V2 here in this branch plus V2 by 1. Here incoming current is at V1, incoming current is plus 1, right? So V1 by 4, so incoming is minus 1. Here at V2 it is 2 V0 is, again it is current, you see arrow mark is current source, dependent current source, so it is minus 2 V0, right? So in V1 we have these two, in V2 we have these two, and V1, and you see here we have one more thing, this is non-super node, so we can apply V1 and V3. So in between V1 and V3 we have non-super node, so plus V1 minus V3 divided by R is 1 ohm, that is equal to 0. We applied. Okay, so next one is we have another non-super node here, V3. So before that we apply KVL at the super node branch. So this is our super node branch, V1 and V2, right? So this is V1, right? This is V1, this is V2. Here what happens? 4I0 dependent source. This is 4I0, 4I0. This is minus plus, minus plus. Now we apply KVL. What happens? From here it is minus V1. This is minus, it is encountering minus, so minus 4I0, 4I0, right? And this is plus V2 equal to 0. This implies V2 is equal to V1 plus 4I0. This is equation number 2. Let us assume this is equation number 1. This is 1, this is 2, right? Okay, now we apply this. Node 3 is non-super node, we can apply KCL directly. At node 3, at super node we have to apply both KVL and KCL. At node 3, what will happen? Here you see, we have four branches, so 2 V0 current is going outside, 2 V0, so it is 2 V0 plus, right, for this branch. Okay, for this branch next I apply, this is V0, okay, this is V3 by 4, this is V3 minus 10 by 2, right? So one branch V3 by 4 plus V3 minus 10 by 2. What is the remaining one branch? Remaining one branch is this one, this branch. Fine. So V3 minus V1 by 1. Okay. So plus V3 minus V1 by 1, that is equal to 0. Let us assume this is equation number 3. So we have V1, V2, V3, fine. And what is the thing? This is equation number 3. How many variables we have to check, right? We have V1, V2, V3, V0, I0. So 5 variables, but we have 3 equations. So I need 5 equations to solve 5 variable problem. So we have to find what is V0 and I0 because these are all dependent source, right? So from here you will understand what is the fourth equation, what is V0 relation. You see V0 is this one, this is potential across this is plus, this minus, so this potential is V0. So I can write V0 is equal to potential difference between V1 and V3. This is V1, here potential is V3, so if I subtract V3 minus V3 from V1, it will be V0. So V0 is equal to V1 minus V3. This is fourth equation. Fine. What about I0? I0 is current flowing through this branch. So this I0, so I0 I know V3 by 4. So I0 is equal to V3 by 4. Right? So what happens if you solve this? I0 is, so I got fifth equation. Right? Now I got 5 equation. If you solve, substitute and solve all the equation, what you get is V1 is equal to 4.97, V2 is equal to 4.85 volt, and V3 is equal to minus 0.12. In this way, we can solve a supernode analysis, right? So I hope you understand all the problems. If you have any doubt, please ask me in comment section. I will clarify. Thank you.